Here's a quick demonstration on how to create a case close button for your Slack Connect users to use if they need to close a case that they opened in error. First, navigate to the Centro app home and go to Form Setup. In this example, I'm going to look at a form I already created, but you'll be clicking New Form. In the new form, make sure you're connected as the default automation user because these users do not have access to update Salesforce records as they are not in your Salesforce ecosystem. Name the form as needed. I called this one Case Close Form -Customer. Then enter in the form label. And I just called this Case Closing, and this is what will display to the user. You can add some optional help text if you need it, and then add something to the confirmation message per pop-up. And so I'm just going to say thanks. For the Salesforce object, select your case object that you want to have as part of your case, and then you need to select the different fields you want to have available. In this example, I'm asking them to fill in some case comments, but then in the hidden section, I have a closed and I have the case record ID here, so that way we're editing an object, not creating one. To add fields, move to the drop down and select the fields you want to add. So in this case, I'll just go ahead and select the case origin as an example. I can make this field required. I can also change the label of this field as it displays to the user by entering the label. Once I've done the correct changes, I can go ahead and hit the Add button, and then I can control where that field displays using the Move Up and Move Down. So if I wanted in the hidden section, I hit Move Down, and now you can see the field display here, and so on. If I want to remove that field, I just select it from the pick list and hit Remove. Anytime I want to go ahead and move on to a new field, I simply select the pick list and continue on. So if I wanted to select case type, I can go on from there. So again, in this example, make sure you have the case ID here with the record ID, and then any fields that you want to display to the user here. If you don't want any fields to display to the user, you can simply remove and have that section be empty. So I can go ahead and grab my internal comments field and select remove. And now my form is simply made up of things in the hidden field if I don't want to require the end user to make any additional comments. Press save, and now you have a form you can add to your record block. I'm going to go ahead and go to a place where I've posted my record block. So in this case, it's in my EXT channel here. I'm going to click on the 3 dots and choose Customize. Now I'm going to add that new button. So I go to my custom workflow buttons, press the add, hit the add button. I'm going to change the radio button to submit Centro Salesforce form. I can use an emoji to display in the form, and then I select the form in which I want to show. So in this case, my case closed customer form. There's additional options here. So we can fire a platform event, or we can delete the button after it's pressed, so that way they can't continue to click on close case many, many times. Once I've done that, I hit save, confirm that it's the way I want it to look, hit save one more time, and the 3rd time's a charm. And now if I refresh my record block or any new record blocks that are posted, I'll see my close case button available, and I can then close the case directly from Slack as a non-Salesforce user. Please reach out with any questions.